Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and my dear friends. I would like to extend a warm welcome to the Interhouse Declamation and Group Discussion competition. As the Master of Ceremonies for this captivating event, it gives me immense pleasure to invite you all to this memorable event. Declamation dates back to the times of ancient Greece, where students of rhetoric read in the forms of preliminary exercises. Throughout history, from ancient orators to modern speakers, the art of declamation has inspired, challenged, and stirred hearts. Today, we live in a world where a good joke or a stand-up comedy can help someone come out of the despair and desolation. It is what keeps most of us going on with life. Today, our students will present you the same. Though I have to warn you, be prepared to be tickled, bemused, and perhaps even astonished by the comic overtones that grace this very forum. Let us move on to the participants. We have Master Gyan from Vivasvan House.
Good afternoon, school. Today, I, Gyan Agrawal, will be representing Vivasvan House and will be delivering L&D General speech during Tulane University's commencement speech in 2009. So, here how it goes. Oh boy, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, President Corbin, Mrs. President Corbin, distinguished guests, and undistinguished guests, you know who you are, honors faculty and creepy Spanish teacher. So, and thank you to all the graduating class of 2009. I realize most of you are hungover and have splitting headaches and haven't slept since Fat Tuesday. But you can't graduate till I finish, so listen up. When I was asked to make the commencement speech, I immediately said yes. Then I went to look up what commencement meant, which would have been easy if I had a dictionary. But most of the books in our house are posh and they're all written in Australian. So I had to break the word down myself to find out the meaning. Commencement, common and cement. Common cement. You commonly see cement on sidewalks. Sidewalks have cracks, and if you step on a crack, you will break your mother's back. So there's that. But I'm honored that you have asked me to speak here at your common seminar. I thought that you had to be a famous alumnus, alumnus. You had to graduate from this college, and I didn't go to college here. And as I don't know if President Corbin knows, I didn't go to college at all, any college. And I'm not saying you wasted your time or money, but look at me, I'm a huge celebrity. Although I did graduate from the School of Hard Knocks, our mascot was the Knockers. I spent a lot of time here growing up. My mom worked at Newcom and I would go there every time. I needed to steal something out of a purse. But why am I here today? Clearly not to steal. You are too far away and I'd never get to visit. I am here because of you. Because I can't think of a more tenacious, more courageous graduating class. Don't give advice. It will come back and bite you when they ask. Don't take anyone's advice. So my advice to you is to be true to yourself and everything will be fine. And I know that a lot of you are concerned about your future. But there's no need to worry. The economy is booming, the job market is wide open, and the planet is just fine. It's gonna be great. You've already survived a hurricane. What else can happen to you? And as I mentioned before, some of the most devastating things that happen to you will teach you the most. And now you know the right question to ask for your first job interview. Like, is it above sea level? So, to conclude my conclusion that I previously concluded in the commencement speech, I guess what I'm trying to say is that life is like one big Mardi Gras. But instead of showcasing your personal appearance, show people your brain. And if they like what they see, they'll have more beats, then you know what to do. Thank you.
Marvelous performance, Jan. Next up, we have Devanjan Pramanik from Martand House.
At the time, we were studying William Shakespeare's Julius Caesar, which, if you haven't read, is time pass. At the starting of the play, they are like, we should kill Caesar. Then, they kill him. No twist, nobody jumps in front. No, nothing. Regular. What happens in the play? 7 people stab Julius Caesar 23 times. Yeah, which is such a strange distribution. Everyone stabs Caesar 3 times. That's 21. Means one person comes back. Hi, sorry. Can I get 2 more, please? Now, the last person who stabbed Caesar was his best friend Brutus. And Brutus stabbed him at the back for a metaphor. That's the first time that had ever happened. So, whenever you get stabbed, you have to quickly make a choice. What's something cool about, I can say? So people will write some cool things about me. Last words are important. Choose wisely. No place. Just be ready with your last words. So, whenever you get stabbed and you say something amazing, they're like, wow, I'm so glad that I stabbed you. They don't know that you have been holding on to it for 10 years. So, it's best to die in a dead language. So, Latin is good. Or Sanskrit, if you know. Let's write plays about this guy. It's very interesting. I just can't forget this stuff. Cause so much of our education was based on memorization. The ultimate goal of learning is to replace your heart with a textbook. So, if you die, so you can never die because you have never lived. Thanks.
That was amazing, Devanjan. Next up, we have Master Tilak from Aditya House.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tilak Kartikeya and I'll be representing Aditya House. I was in North America getting a coffee, which is a national sport, and it's a hole. When you get in, first you have to say, "Hi, how are you?" "I'm good, thanks. How are you?" "I'm good as well." And then you can begin speaking. And in this much time, the population of India has doubled. We don't do small talk, we only do big talk. You don't need to pick a topic, just talk to an auntie. "Hello, beta." "Hello, auntie. What's your yearly salary?" See, hadn't been away that long. I came back. Everything's different. All airports now are silent airports. They don't make any ideas. How is the show? Time pass. Time pass is the worst thing you can say about a show. Like, how is the show? Like the passage of time. But in India, we do time pass. That means, I am there, time will pass. Don't worry about it. But in the West, we don't have time pass. They have pastime. Whole different thing. Pastime is like a hobby. That's something you do to just pass time. And people are like, pastime. It's writing actually. And well, we read your writing and it's time pass. Thank you.
That was so good, Tilak. Next up, we have Yuvraj from Bhaskar House.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, especially apart from guests, family, friends, and of course my fellow graduates. I would like to start by saying that this is a huge honor for you all to be here listening to me give a speech which is lovingly entitled Life Beyond the Slaughters. And I should begin it by saying that I'm not going to feed you the hallmark version of the valedictory Valedictory address. Do you know what I refer to? The traditional commencement of. When I look out, here I see the future pioneers in technology, lawyers and surgeons. Don't get your hopes up. This years, we have created special bond with the physical campus. One rappel happened to me apart from, and it is to go and worship Mr. Hook. This year, Hook. And this place says there's no excuse for skating in the parking. Sounds some more like a challenge. I like to take some time and thank some people. Without Miss Tim, and her speech would not have been existent. And I would like to thank her. I have a heart filled with love, and I'm not literate enough to say it.
It was a good effort, Master Yuvraj. Next up, we have Master Nikhil from Aditya House.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. My name is Nikhil Gunnam, and today, Good afternoon to respected judges, teachers, and my dear friends. My name is Nikhil Gunnam. I am representing Aditya House, and today I will be declaiming the speech by Trevor Noah. I hope you like it. You know what fascinates me about New York? Is how much people trust the traffic lights. I've never seen anything like it. You must remember, I come from an African country, and all over Africa, we have traffic lights, but we don't use them, right? It's less of command and more of a suggestion. It's not stop. It's stop. It's almost like, it's almost like an African traveled the world. Saw other people at traffic lights, and he just brought them back, and he know them fun. Like the guy was just like, guys, we need to get traffic lights, huh? And the people were like, what for? It's for the intersection. It adds atmosphere. But no one actually knew what it was about. I was walking through the streets one day. I was walking next to this man. I'll never forget this, right? He's standing there on the sidewalk, and the color changes in our favor. And I look to the side, and there's this truck barreling down the road. And as soon as the light changes, the man next to me just steps onto the road. And so instinctively, I stuck my hand out to protect him, and I was like, yo dude, there's a truck. And he was like, it's okay, we've got the line. I said, yeah, and he has a truck. In a game of rock, paper, shoot, you lose. But he was so confident that he was like, it's okay, we got the light. Come on, let's go. And he walked out there. He didn't just walk out. He stared that truck driver down as he was crossing, looking at him like, I've got the light. I've got the light. You know I've got the light. You know I've got that light. Thank you.
That was great, Nikhil. Next up, we have Master Mudit Mandavewala from Bhaskar House.
Good afternoon. Today, I, Mudit Mandavewala, will be delivering a speech delivered by Xavier Bricky. Good afternoon, friends, parents, honored guests, regular guests, teachers, admin, and of course, the class of 70. As we celebrate this day by donning our finest wizard costumes and rectangle hats, allow me to first say to all of you, congratulations. We have now done the things required from us by the government. Now is the moment that we have been preparing for the last 13 years. We will emerge into the world like a beautiful monarch butterfly from its cocoon, or like a person stumbling out of their basement after marathoning Friends on Netflix for 52 hours. We will be entering into the fabled real world, armed with all the knowledge gained in high school to prepare us for it, like dividing polynomials, analyzing 18th century poetry, identifying mitochondria, things that adults do all the time in their daily lives. In the coming months, each one of us will be experiencing a change of some kind in our daily lives. And while that's scary, it's also exciting. Remember how in 4th grade we were
weren't allowed to use calculators because our teachers told us that no one in the real world would just be carrying one in their pocket all the time? Or how we were told to never to talk to anybody on the internet or to get into a stranger's car? Well, now we all have a button on our special pocket calculators which summons an internet stranger specifically so we can get in their car. My point is, change is always happening. In a noble pursuit of new knowledge, we'll have to make our own decisions like, who do I want to be? What do I stand for? Or is this weak old lasagna still safe to eat? It may be difficult sometimes, especially after your kidneys fail after 33 consecutive top ramen dinners, but you just can't give up. You will recognize these changes and embrace them. As Charles King once said, the world hates changes, yet it is the only thing that has brought progress. We'll find that by changing and trying new things, we'll come to understand where we fail and more importantly, where we thrive. Change, while not always comfortable, is certainly necessary to success. Class of 2017, you have now shaken Mr. O'Connor's hand, received your diploma, and many of you have already Instagrammed the occasion with a caption that sounds like it came from a Drake song. So what's next? I'm so excited to see how you're all going to change and what kind of things you're going to accomplish. I personally have had one unforgettable government-mandated school career, and I'm going to miss all of the amazing friends and teachers I've met along the way. I wish all of you success. Thank you.
That was fantastic, Master Mudit. Next up, we have Master Soham from Vivasvan House.
Good afternoon, school. Myself, Soham Maheshwari, representing Vivasvan House. Today I will be delivering Adam Sandler's speech of the Gotham Awards 2022. So here's how it goes. I told my daughters, Sadie and Sonny, who was 16 and 14, that I can write a speech. And they said phrases like, rude and you're mean. They were like, can we write your speech, Daddy? So you've got something to say? I said, absolutely. Be nice to see you do something other than watch YouTube all day. Well, whatever, we'll give it a shot. Alright, so my daughters have written this. Let's see how we do. Dear well-dressed dignitaries, highly educated hipsters, and various other plus ones of the Gotham Awards. Thank you for giving our darling Mr. Adam Sandler this prestigious Lifetime All-Time Primetime Gold Achievement Tribute Award, or whatever this frankly disturbing object is supposed to represent. It means a lot to him, seeing as most of the awards on his trophy shelf are shaped like popcorn buckets, blimps, or even fake mini Oscars that say Father of the Year, which he sadly purchased himself. First off, we would like to begin by apologizing for Daddy's disturbingly unkempt beard. He's under the illusion it hides the hamburger grease-covered flesh waves of his triple chin. But to us, it just makes his head look like someone threw black and grey cornflakes on a weird beanbag. We also wish we could be at tonight's award show with all you sophisticated people. But, as Daddy said, and we quoted, I don't want to spend a whole night. It's supposed to be about me and my greatness, listening to you two newly puberdized buffoons. But Gotham Awards, don't feel bad for us Sandler girls. Just know, while Daddy's with you tonight, we're doing everything we're not allowed to. Like dare we say laugh out loud at Ben Stiller movies? The last time Daddy caught us chuckling away at the Meet the Parents trilogy, he immediately stormed into the room he calls the screaming room, and what we call the shower. Anyways, Daddy's film career started in 1988, formed by the two basic guiding principles that people in prison need movies too, and TBS needs content to shoot in between of their boring basketball games. Daddy did these so-called artsy-fartsy movies in order to do some heavy-duty, much-needed soul-searching, but we, his children, know he did it for the much more tangible reason of one day being invited to the Gotham Awards and longingly gazing at least 10 different tables filled with cool, talented artists and
many movies A24 really produced this year. Well, it's almost time for us to go and watch some more YouTube clips and buy some more Lululemon thingies. So we'll leave you with that. Thank you, Mommy, for putting up with Daddy and his crazy mood swings all these years. Now that is truly a feat deserving of Lifetime Achievement Award. Thank you, everyone.
That was fantastic, Soham. Next up, we have Master Aditya from Martand House.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Aditya and I'll be representing Martand House. When I think about colonization, it is the strangest thing that I can think about. Because conquering is one thing, you go to another country, you take what says, you want more, you take the land, you take the resources, you kill the people. But colonization is strange because you go there and you don't just take over, but you then force the people to become you. And when you think about what the British did, I mean, they did it in Africa, they did it in Asia, and think about it in India. Those cultures could not be more diametrically opposed, and the British just decided to roll up. Imagine what the Indians must have felt on that day, minding their own business, walking through a field, suddenly British show up on horseback. Hear ye, hear ye! By order of Her Majesty, the Queen, we have arrived! You over there! What's the name of this land? This land over here? This is called India. Well, my good man, I'm here to let you know that India is now under the British Empire. And I'm glad to tell you that India is exactly where it was yesterday. No. I'm here to let you know that we are here to colonize you by the order of the Queen. Who is the Queen? The Queen, the ruler of Great Britain. She was ordained by God. Which God? God, the one true God. There are many gods, my friend. What is the name of a God? It's just God. Is it like mommy and daddy? Huh? How am I supposed to pray to him? Every morning I go wake up and I go like, oh dear God, oh dear God. I was hoping that God may be with me. No, wrong God, wrong God. No, God behind my God. No. Yes, I should have asked for your first name. No. Then I wonder why my prayers aren't getting answered, eh? How dare you speak to me like that? Don't know who I am? No, because you haven't introduced yourself. I have come here representing Great Britain. And I never heard of Great Britain. Who gave you that name? Well, we did. You called yourself great? Huh? Shouldn't you go around the world doing good things and people go like, oh my God, Britain, look how great you are. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. How dare you speak to me like that? Look, you're the one who dares to speak to me, okay? I was here minding my own business. Suddenly you came riding on a skinny cow telling me things are going to change. I don't know who you are. All I know is that you're clearly crazy, okay? And there's something very wrong with the skin, my friend. What do you mean? I look quite normal. No, you do not look normal. I've never seen anybody with a complexion in my life, okay? If I was a doctor, I don't need X-ray machine. I go, what is problem? It's a kidney. How do I know it? Because it's translucent. That's how I know. We're going to run this country whether you like it or not. We're not going to do anything you say. You're a madman. We're going to take it. No, you're not going. We're going. She's all yours. Take. Not very nice. Take. Thank you.
That was fantastic, okay?